Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How is everyone? How are you doing? I can only say thank you so much for being so patient with me. It's been an extremely rocky few weeks, not just for me, for everyone around the world. And I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself to do everything. As you guys know, I have extremely high functioning depression, which means that when things are bad, I try to fill every little space with something so that I don't have any time to think and be depressed. The last time you saw me, I was crying that my cat was about to die. On the Wednesday, my nephew was born. I became an auntie. He's beautiful. He is the light of my life and the joy of my everyday. I love him to death and I can't wait to go home and see him. So I am now Auntie B. Thank you. That is what you will all refer to me as from here on out. But on the Friday, my cat did pass away. So it was a day of immense joy amongst a load of sad things, and then 2 days later it was the ultimate heartbreak, and I can't talk about it too much because I'll get upset, and that's not what I want for this video. It's coming up on 3 weeks now. Tomorrow it'll be 3 weeks that my nephew was born, and then the Friday it'll be 3 weeks that my cat passed away. So we're caught up on that end. I'll talk about it properly eventually when I actually can talk about it without getting really sad and crying, and I, at this present moment in time, can't do that yet. So much has been going on in the world as well with Black Lives Matter, the protests, everything. It's been a huge intake of information that I already had, some information that I didn't, a lot of really heavy footage and news and articles and content on the internet, which has been so important. And I just wanted to give it a voice somewhat on my channel because I want it to be extremely clear where I stand on this. I'm very lucky and very privileged, A, because I'm white, but also very privileged that I grew up in a really progressive environment to a very progressive family, and I've always had very progressive friends. And it wasn't until I moved to university and like left that bubble that I started to actually see it, as opposed to just hearing about it or seeing it on the internet. And it is such a privilege for me to not only be learning about racism, but to have gone a lot of my life not even experiencing it, as in like witnessing it. I've been doing my very best on social media to talk about it. I've mostly talked about it on Twitter, but I have talked about it briefly on Instagram as well, but mostly I've just been retweeting things and sharing images and resources on Instagram. I'm also fundraising at the moment for a charity called Color of Change. I'm doing this on my streams, but I've also posted the links online. I've donated to it myself, and at the end of the month I will donate all of my stream revenue and all of my YouTube revenue, not just from this video but as a whole across the board. Any money I've made off of the internet this month is going straight to Color of Change, which you will be able to see on the link, just to hold myself accountable. It just kind of felt right. As soon as I read about them, I was like, this is it. I'm gonna leave resources to all the things that I have found super helpful, informative, and good resources in the last week especially. And I just didn't want anyone to come into this video and not immediately hear about where I stand on all this. I unfortunately am not in a position to go out and physically protest because I am still self-isolating in case I need to go home at any point, and obviously my whole family is super high risk, so I don't want to go anywhere or do anything that could put them at more risk should I end up needing to go home. So not in a position to protest. physically, but the last week's been spent reading, educating myself, yes, but also donating where I can, supporting my friends' videos and streams where they've been fundraising as well, donating to those, signing all the petitions, having really difficult conversations with people over on Facebook mostly. Why is Facebook full of racists? That's where they fester. It seems like that's where they gather. It's really weird. I know that I've been gone on here for a little bit. I felt very much like I needed some time to focus on my grief, but also I wasn't in a position to come on here and talk about Black Lives Matter or any other world issue whilst I was so consumed in my own grief. And I knew that it would have been extremely tone deaf for me to film a video where I just cried about my cat whilst we're on the literal brink of a civil war and a revolution for human rights. I'm just trying to figure out how I do this. It's like I'm learning to walk and learning to breathe all over again. I've never had to deal with a grief or loss in this case in my adult life, and I don't know how to get through it, really. I'm just doing one day at a time, and I know that probably sounds really fucking pathetic. Like, I'm so conscious of talking about the loss of my cat online, but also to friends, just because I'm so aware that a lot of people don't understand like what it's like to have such a deep relationship and connection to an animal. You know, when a parent dies or an uncle dies or a family member that is human dies, people understand that, people get that, but when it's a pet, it's almost like it invalidates the grief and you're supposed to be sad about it for a few days and then be fine. But that is absolutely not the case. Gio got me a little cat toy that looks just like him, and I can't begin to express to you how helpful having this is. Like, it makes me sound like I'm a 26-year-old woman. It makes me sound like a fucking baby. But just having like a physical thing for him is just, I don't know. It's been helpful. I have had to take a short break from work. It's now 11 and I was trying to hold out for lunch and I just can't. So I've made myself a fried egg on toast, and I'm gonna eat this. I haven't got coffee, unfortunately, because I ran out of milk a few days ago and I just haven't been to the shop. I'm still avoiding how much I go because, to be honest, my local isn't making people queue to get into it anymore, and there's no real social distancing happening indoors either, so I'm just avoiding it as much as possible. I'm getting Gusto boxes again, so I get the food delivered to my house, and I only ever need to leave for like milk and stuff. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna buy a ton of Long Life milk, because it really is like the only thing I ever leave the house for. It's milk and like toilet paper and house things, which I don't need every week. The only thing that really makes me leave the house weekly is eggs and milk. I used to get Long Life milk all the time. I don't think it's a problem. Like, it tastes the absolute fucking same. I am having the weirdest glitch work issue thing. If you can hear my laptop fucking taking off in the background, because I'm trying to render and process a video. Listen to that. Good lord. I downloaded a video that I need to edit, and the video, when it opens on QuickTime, has video, but when I import it into Final Cut Pro, it's all black, and every so often the images will come up, but it's not like it dropped frames, it's just my laptop is not reading the video right, and I have no idea what to do about it. It is my lunch break. Hello. Well, I'm about to start reading The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I received this yesterday, but with the stream I didn't have time to read it, so I'm gonna get started. I'm very excited. It's the prequel to The Hunger Games, so very excited. I did a marathon of this, of all the Hunger Games over the weekend, so My mind is fresh, my memory is fresh, I'm ready to go. Hello friends, I look and feel really grim. Today has been a busy morning, but I'm really struggling to get into the groove and actually get stuff done. So I'm gonna vlog my progress today as a means of holding myself accountable. First things first, I have an hour until my lunch break, so I need to finish editing 3 videos for work. I want to get that done before lunchtime, so we're gonna do that as soon as I finish filming this clip. Finish editing 3 videos. Then I want to change my bed sheets and tidy up my room. My room is a fucking tip right now. I will show you briefly after I'm done talking. My room is a fucking tip, needs sorting, bed sheets need changing, and then I want to throw all of this shit into the laundry. Then, whilst that's doing, I'm gonna go for a run. I'm starting Couch to 5K from the beginning, which is shameful. I feel shame. Not because anyone else is shaming me, but because I am ashamed of myself. I know we're in a pandemic. I know it's okay for things to get a little off track, but I have reveled in the off track and I'm not proud of it. I need to go for a run, starting Couch to 5K from the beginning, which sucks because I've basically lost an entire year's worth of progress. But it's okay, it's fine, don't worry about it. We're starting again. Then I will have a shower, then I will tidy up my kitchen, and then, I mean, am I gonna do that all in 1 hour's lunch break? Maybe, maybe not. We're gonna finish the work day, and then I've got a stream. So, today's gonna be relatively busy, but we're just gonna crack on, you know? It's 12 o'clock and I've done stuff, but I haven't been doing stuff to the intensity that I need stuff doing because I'm busy. This is what things are looking like at my feet. This is all storage stuff because I got a new thing that's coming from IKEA. So all these things are on the floor now because I have nowhere else to put them. We have a towel on the floor because I've got a leak on my wall. Look at this shit. We've got someone coming to fix all of this soon, but it's all over our flat at the moment. This isn't even the worst of it. My bedroom's actually doing pretty great, but we've got quite a bit of water damage, which isn't great. I've got my workout gear kind of falling out of the drawer. I've got clothes all over the floor and everything just needs putting away. Even my desk is a fucking wreck at the moment. It's got stuff all over it. I don't know how I've just done that. It's 1 o'clock on the dot and I've just finished all the videos. They're just exporting. So I'm gonna leave them to render and export. And while that's happening, we're gonna tidy up my room. Oh my God, look at this. Let's do it. To listen to all day every day. It doesn't stop ever. But videos edited, work mostly done for the day, bedroom extremely tidy, sheets changed, laundry in, running gear on. Let's go do this. I'm gonna leave this here because there's no way I'm gonna carry it whilst I'm doing my run, also because it needs charging. So I will see you when I'm back from my run. Would you believe it if I told you that it started raining on me halfway through my run? Not ideal. I'm now kind of soaked. My hair is mostly dried now because I came home and I reheated my lunch and then I ate it. I was very hungry, and I'm gonna go shower because I feel like shit. My acne is really bad at the moment. It's just really sore. It doesn't look super bad, but it's everywhere. Usually I get like, I don't know, stress acne here, or like hormonal acne here, or like contour acne here. Anyone else get contour acne when they don't clean their contour brush? Because I do. But right now I've kind of got it everywhere, although this lighting is deceitful. But it's also just like really sore. So I'm trying to use all very like chill products on my face at the moment as to not irritate it further. I always say that I have no sense of direction, and people are like, oh yeah, like fine, like lots of people don't. But I mean, like, I have no sense of direction. I left my house with the intention of running in a circle, which as far as I'm aware, I did. I did run in a circle, except I absolutely didn't, because I ended up in the opposite bit of London that I wanted to be in. And I ended up nowhere near my house, so I had to then like walk 20 minutes back to my house after my run, which isn't ideal, especially in the rain, but it's fine.
Which the opposite would later say constituted a condition. In a slight side note, just quite interesting, I want to quickly share Gideon versus Wainwright with you.
Alrighty, it's almost midnight. I did my stream. So far we've raised $360 for Color of Change. It was fun. I basically just played Zelda all night and it was wonderful and very chill and exactly what I wanted. And now I just finished cleaning up the kitchen. My room's all tidy. I'm ready to start the day tomorrow on like a really cleansed kind of level. Anyway, I'm gonna get into bed with some more of my book. Can I have a chill one? I'll see you tomorrow. This is an interesting angle. Hello everyone, good morning. I've been up a little while. I've been up since 8:30 because I was waiting for an IKEA parcel to be delivered, which is what you are currently standing on. This is the bit of furniture that's going to go at the end of my bed, but I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna have time to build it in the next hour and a bit, because I am streaming today at 2, and because it's a charity stream, like I don't really want to move it because we're raising money for a good cause, but I also really want to build it. So I think I'm gonna try and build it. I might not build the shelves and the inserts. I might just build the shell of it and then put it in place, maybe. Let's try, fuck it. Okay, I've done it. Now I just need to decide if I want it this way or if I want it turned on its side. I'm just not sure. We're gonna have to see. I bought inserts to build in 2 cabinets and 2 sets of 2 drawers because I wanted it this way round. But now I don't know. Hello again. It is now the evening. It's, what time is it? 11:30, and I've just finished streaming. I ended up shifting things on my desk slightly, but the shelves are done. I ended up doing them in like, I don't know, an hour and 20 minutes I think it was, and then I spent ages kind of putting stuff into it. This isn't final, but this is how it's looking at the moment. I've got beauty stuff down here, that's just my makeup and my nails stuff and tweezers. I've got my jewelry, my pill and my hairbrushes. I've got some books and like important documents and stuff, and then work things down here. I've displayed some stuff at the top, but then I've got some drawers and I've got bed linen and my laundry down here, which is nice because it actually freed up some space in my closet, which I will need for something else. So this is how it's looking now. That's me in my robe looking real sexy. But yeah, it's a little cramped in here now, I think, which is a shame, but that's what you gotta do when you have a small room. Gotta make the most of the space. Honestly, it's worth it for the storage and stuff. When I move out of this place, you know, I'm looking forward to having a little more space where I don't have to cram like my bedroom and like my living area and my workspace in one room. I definitely want to move somewhere where I can have an office. I would fucking love like a 2-bed where I can have an office. But with COVID and stuff, I mean, it's definitely not happening this year. Maybe next year. We'll see how things are. We'll see what the world is like. We'll see what my situation's like, what I'm doing. We don't know. We don't know. Everything is kind of up in the air at the moment. I don't even know if I'm going to stay in the UK. Do you know what I mean? Like, with everything that's going on, I could end up having to go back home. That's not the plan, but I'm kind of like holding out to see if that does happen. But anyway, the reason I actually went on to show you this today, because I was actually just going to leave it until tomorrow, is while I was streaming, I received this. And this is like the most weirdly packaged thing I've ever received. It's a beanbag poof thing for me to, when I sit in the living room. It's really annoying. I don't have anything to put my feet up on. And I always have to end up laying sideways on the couch, and then that strains my neck. Listen, I'm basically an old woman. So I bought myself a beanbag, and it came in a blue bag. Oh my god. Perfect. Look how cute. Now when I'm watching TV, I can have my feet up on this. Oh, this is perfect. Anyway, that's it from me for today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. I'm really excited to be back. It feels natural again, which is wonderful. It hasn't felt natural for many a week. So thank you guys for bearing with me. Thanks for being so kind. Thanks for coming and hanging out in my Twitch streams. At the end of today, we've raised $370 in donations and just about $110 in stream revenue. So math, $480 that we've raised for Color of Change. I'm gonna leave their links down below. They do really amazing things, and you guys know I work in advertising. I really believe in the power of marketing, the power of advertising, and I think if we're gonna do everything we can to fight racial injustice and to stand up for the things that we believe in, so much of it has to come from getting in the minds of people who don't agree with us at the moment, and it's hard to do that. But I think advertising campaigns are a really strong way of reaching the minds of people who we struggle to reach in a way that isn't aggressive. Because it's, when it comes to human rights, it's really hard to reach into the mind of someone that doesn't agree fundamentally with it in a way that isn't aggressive, because it makes me angry. At the very least. Color of Change do amazing things. Please check them out. Please donate in the link below if you can, or make your own donation. You don't have to donate through my my campaign to raise money. It's absolutely fine. But thank you guys so much. I love you all very much. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for hanging out. And I will see you next week. Mwah!